What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports Channel. Here to bring you NFL trade prediction video for the great Myles Garrett. I believe if he is traded, I believe he'll be going to the Philadelphia Eagles this offseason. Now, let's get into why, guys. So, first off, quick disclaimer: not an Eagles fan. I just think Howie Roseman has what it takes to do the impossible. Now, first off, I hope my Falcons get him. That'll be my first thought, but I'm not biased. I also don't want to mortgage our entire future for Myles Garrett. Pushing 30 years old, he's looking to reset the edge rushing market, which he deserves to, obviously, and he wants to be in a winning situation. Now, you can see a bunch of videos, including this one, that's going to have their own pick for him. I'll also mention some alternatives, some realistic alternative options, even down to the dark horses like the Patriots. But I think the Eagles have what it takes. And coming from my viewpoint, as we all seen as well since Howard Roseman's been with the Eagles, he's aggressive. He plays it like it's Madden, and it kind of sort of doesn't make sense to go after Myles Garrett if you're Howie Roseman. Either way, if they win or lose versus the Chiefs this Sunday, they're in a good spot. A lot of young talent, a lot of veteran talent, a lot of in-between talent, guys in the middle of their contracts, guys who are in their veteran contracts, they just got one, or guys who are rookies. But I think they're going to be able to have a need coming up this offseason because I have a video as well I did a couple weeks ago on them trading Bryce Huff to my Atlanta Falcons. And I want to be consistent with my thoughts and everything. And with us bringing in Jeff Ulbrich, last time we seen Bryce Huff play good was with our new DC, Jeff Ulbrich. And I think he's going to be able to bring over a guy like Bryce Huff, who could be cheap. Just signed a 3-year deal with the Eagles this offseason, 3 years, $50 million, something like that, and he played horrible this first year. Some guys under that, Eagles fans under that comment section, let me know some off the field stuff going on with Huff. If that's right, I haven't seen anything in the news about that. But if that's correct, I think, Huff will need a new location. Whether the Eagles win or lose the Super Bowl, Huff could be gone for probably a 6th, 5th round pick. I would take that for my Falcons. I would bank on Huff. Young player still for the cheap. I wouldn't mind that. Then you also have Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat is a free agent. He was in a trade block this past off season. Nothing happened. I think he could go to Arizona with his guy Jonathan Gannon and help the pass rush there. So if those two guys do end up being gone, then Myles Garrett has a clear need. Well, the Eagles, have a clear need for a guy like Myles Garrett. And as I said before, the cap space is going to be tough. They have a little bit of cap space to work with now, but in the future, not so much. You have the A.J. Brown contract, the Devontae Smith contract, the Hurts contract. Then Carter's going to need one soon, Jordan Davis, all those guys. So it's going to get tight, including Saquon Dill as well. So it's possible, it's doable. It's going to be tight, but we know, everybody claimed the Chiefs to have some dark magic. I think Howie Roseman does too. He is aggressive and he gets what he wants normally. So, I think if they put their eyes on Myles Garrett, it could be a great chance that they do land him, especially if they do lose. Because if they do lose and then still lose, Bryce Huff and Josh Sweat, even more motivation and even more just fire to go out there and try to win. To losing to Pat Mahomes twice in the last couple of years, so they're in a great spot. And like I said, if they do win, Myles Garrett wants to join a proven winner, and they still lose Huff and Josh Sweat. So I think it's a great move for Myles Garrett to go to the Eagles. And I think as long as the deal is pretty decent, the Browns could acquiesce to what Myles Garrett wants. Now look at some other options, some realistic options. The Commanders make a lot of sense. They have the current money and the future money and the need. So that makes sense. The Chargers make a lot of sense as well. Same as the Commanders. Current money, future money, need. Khalil Mack, free agent. Bosa, I think one more year left maybe. He's up there in age, also injury prone. That makes sense. The Detroit Lions, a lot of sense. A winning system, a winning team. A lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball last year. My Falcons make a lot of sense. Not so much money this year, but we can free up some money. Letting go of Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata. Also, we can find a partner for Kirk Cousins would be awesome. Hopefully it'd be the Cleveland Browns. So that'll be great there. Trade Kirk Cousins in the trade with Myles Garrett going back to the Browns. Make a lot of sense. I just don't want to give up all that capital because we're going to see, probably at the very least, two first round picks change from the Falcons or whatever team trade for Myles Garrett. So that's the tough part. We need some young guys. We need cornerback help. We need linebacker help. We need edge rush help. We need weapons for Penix to end up throwing to. So I'm on board for getting better. Like I said, I just don't really want Myles Garrett for the assets we're going to have to give up. The Seahawks are a tricky one. They have everything you would want to get Myles Garrett. They just aren't contenders. I think they should trade Geno Smith. I think they should trade Tyler Boyd. And they have no set up QB for the future. They have some good weapons. I think they should trade DK also, but those rumors have been going around for a couple of years. So we'll see what they do. But the Seahawks, I don't think they will land or Garrett would want to go there, but you never know. You never know. The Buffalo Bills make a lot of sense. Cutting Von Miller frees up a lot of space ASAP. They could restructure some contract, add some void years to some contracts, push some stuff down the road. They don't normally do that, but it is possible. They should be hungry and thirsty to win, especially to beat the Chiefs. So it makes sense. So you never know there. The Green Bay Packers, a lot of sense. Future money, current money, the need as well. They don't really have a star edge rusher. Calvin Ness didn't really pan out as of yet. Rashawn Gary, he's okay, not great. So, upgrading to Myles Garrett while not mortgaging a lot of your players make a lot of sense. Um, so I look out for them as well, but you never know. What does Garrett want to go there? Does he view them as a real contender? It is possible. Chicago Bears with Ben Johnson now make a lot of sense. Defensive need, pairing him with Montez Sweat. But they need help. They need weapons. They need O-line. And they need to make sure they get the quarterback straight first. So I don't know if Garrett will bank on Ben Johnson getting Caleb Williams good. Well, not get him good, but kind of get him on the right path because we've seen young Golden Boy head coaches get jobs and not paying out. So I think the timing is bad for the Bears. A little too early. If you do it next year, if Garrett stays on this year, no, next season, the 2025 season, then gets moved on from the 2026 offseason, I think that's a possibility that the Bears could be a strong shot there if Caleb is playing well there. But right now, I just can't. I just can't see it from Myles Garrett point of view. I'm gonna trust a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback going to a sophomore year that just struggled. Doesn't really make sense to me, but you never know. The hype could be real. Vegas Raiders, the Tom Brady pool. He has pool, has a good coaching staff. I just don't see it. Pairing him with Max Crosby sounds good. They have no quarterback. They have no true number one option except for their tight end Brock Bowers, who was a rookie. No running back really of note. Defense needs help. Cornerback, safety, linebacker, pass. Or Myles Garrett would add to that pass rush, but I just don't see it there. Patriots make a lot of sense. A lot of current money, future money. They just aren't good right now. I know Mike Vrabel is a good coach. I think they will be good sometime soon with bringing in Josh McDaniels for the offense, help Drake May out. But overall, I just don't see it right now. Same with the Bears, a little too early. Cowboys, I believe he's from the Texas area. Jerry's cheap. Plain and simple. Jerry's cheap. I would love to see him pair with Michael Parsons off the edge. Jerry's cheap. I just don't see him doing it. The Chiefs, no, too much money into Myles Garrett. They won without him. No point in trying to mortgage everything to go get him. Los Angeles Rams is possible. They need to figure out Matthew Stafford first. What was his future? Will they pay him? Because without Matthew Stafford, they're going to be in big trouble. 49ers, too much money, I believe, to pay Myles Garrett. The Bucks make a lot of sense, and I'm scared of that. I am a Falcons fan, NFC South. If my NFC South rival, the Bucks or Panthers, get them, I will be sick to my stomach. But it is possible. The Bucks pairing them back up with Baker Mayfield makes a lot of sense. They need the help as well. Are they really contenders? Mike Evans on his last legs, which he's playing good still, but he's probably maybe 2 years left of elite play. He's getting older, what, 32 years old, 30, 32, something like that. Um, I'm not mad at the Bucks. I just don't see it, but it is possible. Panthers, not contenders, too early. Bryce Young had a turnaround at the end of the season, but we got to confirm it. Any team has to get better, not contenders. The Jets, not contenders. Aaron Rodgers, question mark quarterback. You know, the defense was got hot garbage last year after the coach Robert Saleh got fired. Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, they're all in the same division. I don't think that happens unless they give up a crazy, crazy haul, which is unlikely. So if I had to bet, you know, as I said, I would bet on Howie Roseman, aggressive, super aggressive, what GM slash president, and he normally gets what he wants. He finds a way, and like I said, if people believe the Chiefs have dark magic, I believe he has it too. He gets Saquon. He gets AJ Brown for the super cheap. He gets Jalen Carter. Falls down to him after his incident in the draft a couple years ago, and the list goes on. His resume is insane. And as I said, if Myles Garrett if he wants to win, you go to a team who's built to win for now and for the future. They have the rookies, they have the veterans, they have the current coaching. Everything's looking good. I know Kellen Moore might end up going to the offense, might have a little change in system, but the defense, Vic Fangio, I think he stays around for a long term, at least for a couple of years. Um, as I said earlier, to let go of Bryce Huff, they trade him to my Falcons or trade him somewhere. Then Josh Sweat goes elsewhere in free agency. That unloads your top two edge rushers. You had Nolan Smith as well, but that unloads two of your highest paid edge rushers, and you need to bring someone else in to fill that void. Why not the monster Myles Garrett? And you make a juggernaut. Him, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. That's literally scary. That's 3 out of 4 guys that are unblockable in their own way, and Garrett Carter and Nolan Smith. So I think the Eagles get nasty. I think they go crazy if they win or lose, and they just put their foot well put their cleat on the other teams next in the NFC and also scare teams in the AFC. But that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.